And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone. Turns from Jones.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family of this young man, he's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Wizards 5 right now. Jones in a 2-guard. Nene is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. and it's Wall in at the point. And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree, and, you know, a lot of people...
And that bucket right there, folks, is the first official NBA basket from Jones.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Wall. Here we go now. Knocked away.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Payton against Wall. Payton, that's good. Payton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. The Wizards have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And, boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
They set the pick. It's Oladipo on the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
The Magic making a switch here. Nicholson's checked in. Outside, Jones. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early, but it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time. And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Payton with a screen on Porter. Now the dish to Ilyasova. He kicks to Payton. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Wizards with the lead. And Wall kicks to Porter. He dishes it to Jones. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Payton. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The kick out to Oladipo. The Magic again can't hit. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Jones, no luck.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Oladipo. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Oladipo's got his first 2 points of the night. Washington's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
And he gets the bucket.
This is a tale of two quarters here, really. In the first, they had trouble converting their possessions. I think their field goal percentage was a tad over 20%. The lead and looked to be in a good place offensively.
Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
There's the pick. Payton drives in. Good work defensively by Morris. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morris, a screen. To the paint. Porter passes to Nene. From the line. Nicholson grabs the board. Payton against Nene. The kick out to Ilyasova. They grabbed their own miss. Oladipo, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tight.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The third quarter now beginning both sides. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the...
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just...
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as we bring you an interconference match here at the Verizon Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Andre Robertson. So for Oklahoma City right now, Deon Waiters is out there with Nick Collison. Then it's Payne. Then there's...
Tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Sent away with authority.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Kicks it to Waiters. To the wing right side. Here's Collison. Washington with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Porter with the steal. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Look at that jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
It took him no time at all on that one. And it's 8 points for Freak.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Westbrook. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted first overall, Beal third in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Washington. Well, Clark getting back to Wall and Beal. They really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Waiters. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now. He talked about the confidence
he trusts you every time.
Well, if you wonder how much whole new group here. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. So the Thunder 5 right now. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline. And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Jones next for 2. Off the left rim and out.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And Wall kicks to Jones. Cannot hit. Durant with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that is good. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Westbrook a screen on Beal. Durant dishes to Westbrook. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
A moment here to see some numbers for Wall. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. Night in and night out, he's their number 1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
And Westbrook, here we go. The second chance effort. He goes up again. Rejected by Wall.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
And Westbrook, here we go. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
The Wizards have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the first one drops. That one drops. He ties it up. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Waiters. Right side, Westbrook. And he overshot that one, missing. Wall. And he drains the three, but let's and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
For Oklahoma City, Adams comes in for Cantor. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. Jones, he's in at shooting guard. Nene is out there with Porter. Then it's Thornton, and it's Sessions in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Durant, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Shots good by Waiters.
Dion Waiters.
The Wizards with the lead. Now Sessions. He's got 6. Pass to Jones. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Jones.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
And Thornton kicks to Jones. Shoots from 14, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there, and he can't hit the second. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thornton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Wizards lead by 3. The Thunder shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Raiders against Jones. Now here's Waiters. Not a lot of room. He feeds it to Westbrook. With 1 on the clock, that misses. Would have counted had it gone in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rising Center, give it up for your champion.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here. Subsequent look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Waiters in for Andre Robertson. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. And it's Adams in at the center position. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Waiters. The stupendous finish in traffic.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Thornton. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Kevin, during
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant. The fourth quarter was all him. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Tell you about Vig.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Last game for the Pelicans, they ended up... Anderson comes in for Omer Ashik, and it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. And then for Washington, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Morris, and Jones subbed in for Porter. Taking a look at the Wizards. Jones in a two-guard. Jared Dudley out there with Nene. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Jones, no luck. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Cole. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The drive by Gordon. Baseline J on the way. Offensive rebound. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got his second bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Wall passes to Jones. No good off the back of the rim. Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding, too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
Again, the miss by Jones.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And Wall kicks to Jones. Nene outside. Looking for Beal. He gets it there. Drills it from outside. Beal's got 5.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Evans kicks to Davis. Gordon up on top. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 8.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Jones, that's for 2. Again, the miss by Jones.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Cole. Here's Davis. What a play! Simply.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Gordon out there with Norris Cole. And it's Ajinça in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Cole, covered by Wall. Shot clock at 5, and it's Evans in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Nene. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Rockets.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Ajinça dishes to Evans. 1:43 left in the first half. Davis kicks to Evans. The three. That's tipped. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Jones, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds, really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here's Gordon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. That's in for his fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. 16 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Wall. Jones from outside. And the shot is good. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get here for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Usher. Cunningham comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Norris Cole in for Eric Gordon. So the Wizards 5 right now. Jones, he's in at shooting guard. Thornton out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Nene. And it's Sessions in at the 1 spot. And Holiday kicks to Anderson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Wizards trail by 12. Sessions passes to Jones. To the middle. Outside for Thornton. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
The past few weeks, let's see how Washington stacks up. 6th in blocks. 12th in opponent field goal percentage. And the shooting numbers a bit woeful. Just top 20 in the league in field goal percentage.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively. And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Outside, Jones. Dudley with a screen for Sessions. He dishes it to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
Jones drives in. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards. Started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 59 seconds left to play in the third. It's stolen by Jones. Dishes it to Sessions. Unloads from 13. Rebound by Pondexter.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And the Wizards really struggled post All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Holiday, no one around him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Thornton dishes to Dudley. Jones drives in. Again, the miss by Jones. Here's Pondexter. Off target. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in, and a new group getting ready for the Wizards. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Morris. Garrett Temple has checked in for Otto Porter Jr. and Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. Davis and Asik in the middle. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. And it's Holiday in at point guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
New Orleans gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Gordon with the screen for Holiday. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Washington with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Wall's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Screen by Asik. On the wing, Gordon. Asik the screen for Gordon. Off the pick. And too long on the shot.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Evans. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And the jam by Ajinça.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Oh, Douglas. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of it.
Well, Anthony.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Tyreek Evans.
We know Tyreek Evans is a great playmaker, and tonight, that's exactly what.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan,
The only color I
Mr. Dom.
coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Markieff Morris. At the other forward position, Otto Porter. Bradley Beal. At center, Marcin Gortat. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach of the visiting team is Randy Whitman. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 6, Sean Kilpatrick. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic. At the other guard position, at 6'3", number 2, Jarrett Jack. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 30, Thaddeus Young. A 7-foot center from Stanford, number 11, Brook Lopez.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Jones in at 2 guard. Bradley Beal is out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then it's Nene in at the 5.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if... able to put up some big numbers.
Thanks, Doris. Robinson, that's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Here's Sloan. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow. And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Jones drives in, and there's the foul. It's on Donald Sloan. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Now here's Sessions. He's guarded closely. Outside, Jones. And again, Washington, no good. Here's Sloan. The 3-ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the identity of the Wizards team. The Wizards not exactly, Clark, the first team that Tuition here for Brooklyn. Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Bogdanovich has checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So on the floor for Washington, Jones in at shooting guard. Jared Dudley out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Nene. And it's Sessions in at the 1 spot. Here's Beal. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Some good play from Beal in this one. He has 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And the thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete, Greg, high basketball IQ, had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next-level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Jones from outside. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. And it's 6 points for Freak. Nets trail by 4. A minute 42 left now here in the second. And Sloan kicks to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Dishes it to Sloan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by Dudley.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the third best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
Here's Kilpatrick, defended by Jones. Shot to stop the run. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nets trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Sims, the pass to Kilpatrick. And there's the feed to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Yeah, it could work, but I wouldn't take that approach, Clark. They should be fighting their way inside for better looks.
The Wizards have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for us. It's only around 75%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
24 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Sessions. Pass to Kilpatrick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sims. Second chance shot. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Thomas Robinson.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Kevin, we have...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome. Here's Jack. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Jared Jack is out there with Donald Sloan. Then it's Young, and then there's Henry Sims. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Young, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And that's now 11 points here for Thaddeus Young. Washington leading now by 12.
And guys, looking at Jared Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Talking about Jared Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experience is valuable, especially when it's winning time.
And Sessions kicks to Jones. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Nets trail by 12. Now here is Jack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Young. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And Sessions kicks to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
There's Hollis Jefferson, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Beal dishes to Sessions. Jones from outside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. So we're making some changes. Young comes in for Thomas Robinson, and Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Bogdanovich. Gortat's checked in for the Wizards. Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. So on the floor for Washington, Jones, he's in at shooting guard. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Porter, and it's Wall in at point guard. And the basket by Jones.
Assist goes to Markieff Morris. Brooklyn timeout call.
Jack for three. The shot is off. Now Washington takes it the other way.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
All with it. Now Jack defending. Porter passes to Wall. Jones, no one around him. Again, the miss by Jones. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Nope, this one is sealed and delivered.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for two.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 7. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
And good. He nails it.
Can't stop this.
Brooklyn timeout call.
All right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
Right wing. Pass to Young. From the arc. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Sessions with it. And there's the pass to Jones. From deep. And the miss. And so it's the Wizards with the W. And
I'm here with John.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our John Wall. He had a double-double and made a huge difference. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Last game at home for a while. With the road trip looming, we can't look past the task at hand tonight. We got to go out there and get the fans behind us early on. No one wants to leave home on a down note, especially me. So I better put my money where my mouth is and go out there and ball.
We're here in Washington, D.C., and what a shot of the Capitol and the National Mall with all of its outstanding, beautiful monuments. Greetings, everyone, from Washington, D.C. Celtics leading by 4. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot.
Jared Sullinger. Assist goes.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Bradley. Porter pulls it in.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Wall dishes to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Philadelphia.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponents.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Thomas with the ball. A 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Wizards trail by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Bradley, no one around him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside, Wall.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones for 3. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Thomas against Jones. Sullinger, a screen on Jones. Pass to Sullinger from 8. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Johnson against Gortat. Bradley with room to shoot. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Bradley's got 5.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Wall, that's a 2-pointer, and that's not going to go. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Good points, Clark, but rolled. The Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And some changes here for the Celtics. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the center, filling out the middle.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Johnson the screen. There's the dish to Crowder. Makes it off the glass. Crowder's got his first bucket in this one.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
The Wizards shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Johnson at the elbow. Kicks it out to Bradley. Sullinger the screen. They get the rebound. Outside, Wall. Here's Jones. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Jones has got 5 now.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
That'll do it.
Let's take them back.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not for the Wizards. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Gortat. Nene comes in for Markieff Morris. Jones checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Jones in at shooting guard. Hickson is out there with Nene. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Sessions in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here is Thomas. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Olynyk. No one near him. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz did some really solid work on the floor. He picked up 12 points and added a few rebounds as well. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
And taking a look now at stats for Isaiah Thomas. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Heck, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Taken away by Nene. Now here's Sessions. He's covered closely. It's Nene, high post. Jones for 3. Hickson kicks to Beal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Again, the miss by Jones.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
In the corner, Smart with it. From past the arc, that one falls, coming off of Thomas's feed. Thomas got 6 assists in the game. There's the steal. Misses there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. Smart. And then for Boston, Olynyk, he's checked in for Sullinger. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Johnson. On the floor for Boston, Olynyk is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Smart. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Sullinger, a screen on Wall. And the pass to Bradley. To the inside, Sullinger. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Thomas against Wall. Johnson with the block. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. And that one's good. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And, guys, you could really almost sense it in the air tonight that they were going to come out and give it everything they had to try to even up the season series 2-2 against the Wizards.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Jared Sullinger. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Sullinger, a screen on Porter. Thomas against Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Complete domination. What a game for Johnson. He has 9 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Hickson comes in for Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And the basket by Jones.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Now here's Smart, defended by Jones.
That's his second personal foul.
It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Jared Sullinger. And in what seems like the same old for him, he scored. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.
as I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff, you evil twin C.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're